Hi, I'm Chris from Heid Music, and today we're going to take a look at the new Eastman Rue Saint-Georges Alto Saxophone. But first, make sure that you like and subscribe. Okay, so here we go. We have one of these very nice, fancy case with the backpack straps and all that good stuff. It's just a very pretty saxophone. So the first thing I see, the end plug is kind of a neat throwback to kind of older saxophones. You can just see the shapes of the keys are just really different from standard saxophones, like especially down here, everything is really kind of shaped just right for your hand. You can tell a lot of attention went into that. And even back on the octave key, that feels really nice. Ooh. And the keywork just feels very smooth. They've actually changed how a lot of the mechanisms work, where it's much more like a flute mechanism on the backs of the keys. It just makes it feel a lot lighter, a lot smoother.
Do you like that noise?
Kind of do. I suppose that probably really isn't nice for the recording. What I think is really interesting about this saxophone is just that it's so different from what so many of the other makers are making right now. Like the keys, the way that they feel is just completely different. Like you can make other instruments feel this way, but right out of the box, everything's really light, really smooth. The way that they've shaped all these different keys on the sides just fits your hand really nicely. Like it just feels really easy to play. Everything's where you'd expect it to be. And they've also added these little silver key touches. So instead of being plastic or mother of pearl, it's actually silver-plated metal. Probably a little bit of a reference to the flute design of some of the mechanisms. It kind of looks like little flute keys. And that feels really nice too. And also with this saxophone, we've got two different necks. So we have this one neck labeled S, and another one labeled R. One of the necks is a little more focused and one is a little more spread. I think it's a pretty subjective choice, but it's nice to have different options. So the intonation on this instrument is pretty nice too. It's kind of right where you'd expect it to be. Things are nicely in tune. And I really just can't get over how pretty this thing is. Like they've, with just a really kind of elaborate engraving, and even the way that they've shaped some of these key guards, and they added this low C-sharp key guard. It's just pretty. Looks so different from other instruments. So this is the S neck. Feels really nice. Okay, so this is the R neck now. To me, that one's a lot more comfortable. Like it's a little more, I feel like I can push it more, like it's a little more flexible. But everyone's gonna have their own opinions, of course. And you have the two different necks to figure out what feels and sounds best for you. So thank you so much for watching this video on the new Eastman Rue Saint-Georges Alto Saxophone. Be sure to come into your local Heid Music and give it a try. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and thanks for tuning in.